What's up, Geeks 4x4? In the last video you saw us install V and C codes on the Excursion and posted up the ending of that, and you noticed that it had a little bit of rake. And I've been thinking about this, and I really, I don't like a rake. A lot of people are like, leave it for the weight and everything like that. This truck runs empty a lot. Also, when I'm towing the trailers, they just don't have a ton of tongue weight. And if it gets loaded down, it'll get up in the front, and it's okay. But for me, driving around, it's really just, it's got to be level. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to throw my leveling shackles back on. They're going to give me, I'm going to give you an exact measurement of what they give me, but I'm hoping to get like right around an inch back on the front. Right now, the rake is almost 2 inches the way it sits. So that is the hope. Stay along for the video. Well, first things first, we got to move some cars around.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Jump in here, we're going to get a cold start on the Excursion. Colder, it's not that cold. But I wanted to do a quick plug. I got new shirts. So we've got Geeks 4x4 logo on the front and across the back. Check them out, link down below. In the garage, first thing we're going to do is jack it up, put it on jack stands again, same way we did before, and drop the suspension out of it. I'm going to have to take the sway bar off to get the shackles, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to disconnect the bottom of the shocks as well, those bolts. So we'll see what we get. Alrighty, so now that we have the frame on jack stands and the axle supported by the jack, tires are off, I'm going to drop the axle all the way down and, well, actually I'm going to pull the sway bar bolts off first and then drop the axle all the way down and then see if I can do it without taking the shocks out. I'll let you know. The sway bar is out, and I'm going to drop it down a little bit, see if I can't pull the shackle retainer bolts. We'll see. Alright, I just wanted to do a quick exact measurement for you between the bolt holes on both of these. So center eye to center eye, the stock one is about 5 1/8 or 1/16, and the lifted one is 7 3/8 long. So you're looking, you get about 2 1/4 inches longer from bolt hole to bolt hole. So I will let you know the exact lift measurements from extended shackle like this. It was sitting, I'm going to measure in the same spot in the floor and everything. The left front was sitting at 23.5 where it was sitting in the floor, a little bit below 23.5 from the center of the hub to the bottom of the fender. So this will be an exact test for you. Alright, I got both shackles out. I'm going to see if I can get the length. Still have the shocks attached, the 2-inch lift Bilsteins for Excursion. So we'll see if I can drop it out enough to put those extended shackles on. Not much there. Yep, so it looks like we're going to have to pull off the bottoms of the shock. They're 15 millimeter and they've got a nice nut on them, so no issues. Yeah, so you got a 15 millimeter bolt head on a nut that's got an L on it, so don't even need a wrench. Alrighty, now this should be free. Alrighty, as you can tell, I've got the new shackle attached to the frame. So without pulling the springs, these type of shackle upgrades is a little bit more difficult because you've got to line up with the track bar. The axle wants to go that way when it comes down this far, and so you've got to get it back lined up. Where when I had the U-bolts off to replace the axle, this would have been way easier. So just depending on exactly what you're doing, I am going to see what I can do here. I'm not sure exactly. I know I took the track bar off last time. I don't know that I want to do that again, but I might have to. I'll let you know. Alrighty, so what you just saw me do, I actually ended up jacking up that side of the axle and bringing it like this. So left side, and the left went right in. The right was a little bit harder to line up, but it ended up going in just fine too with spinning it in. Anyway, there I lined up, so I'm going to go back under, jack it up. Well, I'll put the shocks back in, jack it up to where there's weight on it again, torque everything down, which is the back to the things on the shackles, the bolts on the shackles, and then we're done. Put the tire back on. I'm probably going to have to straighten the steering wheel now though, but I will get you measurements soon. Alrighty, where I just got done installing the level shackles back in the truck, and as you can tell, it's sitting pretty darn level. I'm going to measure and give you the exact measurements here. So center of the hub to the bottom, you're looking back here, 25 1/4 about, and up here you're looking at 25 dead. So I have technically 1/4 inch of rake. I think actually it might be. Yeah, and that's over 1/4. So a little over 1/4 inch of rake down to the front, and that's with I obviously just finished it. So 0 settling. That's got a week on it, or 5 days or so. That one's got nothing. I expect the front to sag more than the rear because 7.3. So anyway, if you were interested in leveling your Ford truck and wanting to get, so let's see, my exact measurement then, 23, so I got 1.5 inches for putting those specific leveling shackles, and I'm going to put a link down below to some leveling shackles. Unfortunately, they don't make the exact same ones that I have, so I'm not sure the exact length bolt to bolt of the new ones, but I'm just going to put a link down there for you. It's through Amazon. But anyway, yeah, if you're looking to level the truck out just a little bit, this is a great option, and it keeps the factory ride and everything. Obviously, you just saw the video. I don't have factory springs anymore, so V and C's. And so essentially that leveled it out perfectly. I was debating on whether to drop the rear, and I just decided let's go up and see what happens. I really like the look of it. So see how it settles. I will give you guys an update. So I just wanted to come in and add one more thing. For those of you who are like me and are concerned about height, fitting it in a normal garage or anything like that, luckily in this house I've got an 8-foot door, but I have it in my mind I want to make sure I can always fit it in the garage. I measured to my Yakima landing pads. I put a level out. I have 81 inches tall, so that's 6'9", and that should fit in most garages. Most parking garages are 6'9" clearance, so it's going to fit. It's not going to fit nicely, but it's going to fit. And remember, this hasn't sagged at all, so 81 inches, no sag. I will give you guys an update on that if you're interested as we go, but I know you're Excursion guys. Some of you don't care about height, and some of you do, so that's the height. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Could always be doing more tinkering on this truck and the Jeep and all kinds of things. So thanks for watching today.